but guys, welcome back to another Randonautica. Sitting right there, if you guys can see it. Chess piece for sure. Oh, we got a possum out here. There is a possum out here. Flight, take, flight. There is a frickin' doll sitting on this gate. It's an envelope. It says Dan on it. Oh, what the f, dude? Yo, dude, it's covered with f***ing powder. It's been a long time since I've said this one, but guys, welcome back to another Randonautica. I almost just stepped in a giant pile of horse poop. That's a fun way to start off the video, but thankfully I did not. But yes, welcome back to another Randonautica. It is good to see everybody here. As you guys are probably seeing from the title or the thumbnail, this is the final Randonautica that I am doing on this channel. So if you enjoy Randonautica videos, make sure to go down there to the description and subscribe to the Cursed Urban Randonautica channel, which I will be uploading again to momentarily now that the weather is finally improving. We have a beautiful day out here today, about 45 degrees. We are on the tail end of winter and it should be smooth sailing from here on out. And so it's time to get new videos out and yeah, all sorts of stuff. But yeah, final Randonautica on this channel. Make sure to subscribe to the Randonautica channel if you enjoy this content. Link in the description. Also, if you're new here, make sure to hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure those notifications are on. And leave me a comment saying the final Randonautica if you're ready for today's video. Anyways, guys, we aren't going to waste any time. We are going to get into it. And I'm going to set some intent. So let me dust off this old rusty dusty Randonautica app. And yeah, see, and excuse me, I'm going to be sniffling and sneezing today because I just got over being deathly ill. Like edge of my life, hanging on by a thread, ill. No, I'm just kidding. I had the sniffles. I had like a little cold, little congestion cold, which was not fun because I just went on a big snowmobiling trip this past weekend. And yeah, when did I get sick? When do you think I got sick? The morning I was supposed to leave. So I went on this snowmobile trip and had a cold the entire time, which I'm sure being out in the cold all weekend did absolute wonders for my recovery. But whatever. I'm still standing, so it's all good. All right, so we got Randonautica up. We got our owl tokens purchased. And our first intent today is going to be starting where we left off. Just kind of something I thought of, so let's do it. Starting where we left off. 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 And guys, if you are curious, which I'm sure you are, but today is going to be a two-part Randonautica. We're going to do part during the day, a couple intents now, and then I'm going to go back out at night and do a couple more intents. So if you are a fan of those nighttime Randonauticas, make sure to stay tuned because that will be happening in this video. We got a point. It's not too far away, so let's head on over there and see what we get for our first spot. First spot and first intent of being back to Randonautica. And before we get going, I did want to give a little explanation because I'm sure some of you are wondering why this is a final Randonautica. I'm going to keep it short for those of you who don't care, but for those of you who are wondering why this is a final Randonautica, I've always tried to be as transparent as I can about behind the scenes stuff and about like what's going on with different videos that we do. And it's just straight up being honest with you, nobody's interested in Randonautica anymore. The people that are, like, we have a very hardcore following of people who are like diehard Randonautica fans, and that's why I'm still going to do it just on the other channel. But whenever I post a Randonautica on the main channel, where I mainly do camping and investigations nowadays, It doesn't get too many views. I lose more subscribers than I gain, if that tells you anything. And yeah, it's just, it's, you know, for all purposes, it's done. Like, Randonautica is dead. Hate to say it, but it's the truth. Randonautica is it's a dead genre. It's in the past, like I said, I know I still have quite a few hardcore followers that like it, and I enjoy doing it sometimes when I'm not being harassed by stalkers and whatnot. So that's why I continue to do it. But yeah, like I said, it will have a new home on the Randonautica channel. So yeah, camping will still be here and everything like that. So hopefully you guys stick around and support the camping videos. No, it's totally cool. You know, different things for different people. I totally get it. But yeah, all right, I'll shut up. I just wanted to tell you guys that now because I knew if I waited until later, I would forget. All right, heading back, guys. Heading back across this bridge. Nice, got the frozen river. These, actually they're more solid. I was gonna make a joke and be like, look at these like feeble pieces of metal for a railing, but it's actually pretty solid. The ice we skate is getting pretty thin. The water's getting warm, so you might as well swim. 100,000 cursed urban points. If you leave the song that's from in the comments. 100,000 cursed urban points is equal to about, like, I don't know, 1/10 of a penny. Which pennies are being discontinued, so it's worth nothing. But still. All right, our point is right here. It's really like right here. So, it's really muddy out here. Sorry for the sniffling, guys. I literally cannot help it unless I want my nose to drip. And try not to blow my nose, which sounds counterproductive. But I've been blowing it so much that before I left my house to come out and film, I just had like a massive bloody nose because my nose is like so, excuse me, dry right now. Oh man. Look at this. It just goes way back in the woods. I wonder where it goes. We're not even supposed to be over here. I think I'm fine. There's like a gate that was like blocking out the bridge. I was just able to walk around. But it seems like, I think this is like a hunting area or something. So I think they just blocked the gate so vehicles can't drive back here after hunting season is over. Because I know in Illinois hunting season is over now, I think. For deer, at least. I don't know. I don't think there's anything else. I think everything kind of ends at the same time. But yeah, I don't see a single thing. I don't really want to go walking around the mud water trying to see anything. So I'm just going to check like over here by like this tree line. If we don't see anything, so be it. We'll head on out and we'll do another intent. But yeah, let's check over here. See what we got. And again, I'm going to give a shout out to everybody who recommended shoe goo a few months back to fix my boots. I used it. They're not the prettiest after fixing them, but they're holding up grand. So, yeah, shout out to you guys. I don't see anything, just some nasty thorn bushes. I'm going to see if any of these trees have like buds on them yet, because the other day I drove by some trees and they were already starting to get like buds on them for the spring. I was like, wow, it's like, you know, February. I can't believe it. So always checking around to see if any trees like are looking promising, you know. Get that anticipation for the spring. Yeah, I don't see a single thing. Check the bottom of the sign, see if there's anything here. If not, there we go. We got something sitting right there. You guys can see it. Chess piece. Chess piece for sure. If you guys wonder, Dan, how do you know it's a chess piece? Like, it could be anything. Well, it's because I've gotten literally dozens of these. I'll have to take a picture at some point and put it in the video because I got all the ones that I've found stacked up on the shelf at home. Most of the time I just throw Randonautica and the stuff I find on Randonauticas away. These I keep because they don't take up much room, and who knows, maybe they'll be important down the line. But yeah, we got a knight, right? So those of you who may be new, maybe this is your first Randonautica video of mine that you're seeing, we have been finding these chess pieces. There's two different styles. There's this, you know, nice cherry oak style, and there's a lighter, like sand colored wood style, and they're really nice. They're carved out of like actual wood. It's not like some, you know, plastic thing. So it's obviously a nice set. But yeah, I keep finding them, and the pattern continues to be kind of the same. The pattern is like, I always find them like the first or second intent that I do, like every single time. It's like the first or second intent that I do. And yeah, today was the first. And they're always pretty, they're not very well hidden. That's the thing. They're not usually hidden that well. Sometimes they are. Most of the time, they're not. So they obviously want me to find these things. But other than that, I have not gotten anything, any indicator of what they are used for. So, or what they're supposed to mean. You know, let's go find some rocks and throw it at the throw it at the ice. Dude, there's like trees back there, like shaking from the wind. That it sounds like something like screaming or something. It's wild. It's like it's weird. Hopefully I can get it. All right, I found some rocks. We're gonna go throw them at the ice for fun. Man, don't throw the rocks at the ice. You're destroying nature. Oh, it's my job. Nobody else is going to do it. I have to throw the rocks at the ice. All right, let's do it. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that ice is solid still. I thought that was going to go right through. I was mistaken. So now the question is, since the rock didn't go through, can I walk on the ice? There's only one way to find out. Is the river ice thick enough for me to walk on? Man, this is, you know what? It is not. Oh. That was sketchy. That was some of the sketchiest ice I've walked on. 1, because it's getting warmer out, and 2, because it's a river and those don't freeze over very well. I was kind of hoping I fell through, because that'd make an excellent, excellent part for the trailer at the beginning of the video. But I guess I should be very happy that I did not, because and not bring a change of clothes, I would have had to cancel the video and drive home to change. So, yeah. But anyways, we did it. Fun. All right. Maybe we should see how far we can walk out before the ice breaks. What do you think? Maybe let's see how far we can walk out on the ice before it breaks since I fall through. That's not a bad idea. Because I made it, like, look, I made it like 6-7 feet out, and it was fine. All right, you know what? Never mind. I'm not going to waste that much time today. Maybe tomorrow when it's thinner. All right, let's set another intent and see what happens. Okay, intent number 2 is going to be 9 lives. Why not? 9 lives. Randonautica, there we go. Alrighty, 9 lives. 9 lives. 9 lives. 9 lives. Alright, we got another point. Okay. Let's see what we find for 9 lives. Oh my goodness, guys. Oh my goodness. Dude, we got a possum out here. There is a possum out here. Oh, there he goes. Let's catch up to him. Now, keep in mind, possums out during the day usually aren't a threat because their body temperature is actually too low to carry rabies. They just sometimes are out looking for food. They adjust, you know, for different temperatures. This one actually looks, unfortunately, like he's wounded. But, yeah, so if you see me run, I would never do that with a raccoon. If I saw a raccoon out during the day, there's absolutely no way I'd be running after it because it's probably rabid. But possums, on the other hand, like I said, you know, their body temperature, like I was explaining, is too low to carry rabies. Can it happen? Yes. Is it likely? No. And it running away from me and not just sitting there like dazed and confused indicates that also it probably does not have rabies. So that's cool. If you guys know, that is literally one of my favorite animals is the opossum. Love those. I'm eventually going to get one as a pet. Like for real. And I think he's chilling back there in his house. So what a way, dude, what a way to start off the second intent. I saw its face at first and it looked almost like a badger. Like sometimes they have like that striping on their face that looks similar to badgers. And we do have badgers in Illinois, but not this far north that I know of. Actually, go back around. Guys, if this is the type of content that you like, just seeing me like just absolutely just wander around the forest trying to find opossums and stuff, please, by all means, subscribe to the Cursed Urban Randonautica channel, because this is the kind of content you're gonna get. Trying to get through, there's thorn bushes all over the place. Okay, so where'd he go? Probably took off somewhere. But I think he went right into this tree. Stupid thorn bushes. I think he's here. Gonna jump out and attack me. I don't see him. I didn't hear him go anywhere though. I can't see him there, but it's all hollowed out. So I'm willing to bet that's exactly where he went. He's probably somewhere in this tree. It's all good, I'll leave him alone. That was cool though. That was cool. What a great start to the day. All right, let's head back over to where the point is. It is funny because like I saw the opossum when I pulled up, and I like jumped out of my car. I was like, oh, like I got to get it on video. All right. Oh, son of a. Ow. Okay, we're out. We're out and in one piece. Anyways, our point is not somewhere as exciting as last time. It's in this picnic shelter, under this picnic shelter. Let's go check it out. Need to get my cardio back up. A slight jog of half a block almost puts me into the ground. All right, so the point is literally right here, like dead center in here. And we have gotten a lot, like I mean a lot, like an abhorrent amount of intense in picnic shelters, like on benches, you know, around benches, sometimes on rafters, which there's a lack of rafters here. So, you know, I always take the time to look, investigate, because you don't know where something can be hidden, you know. Which we're striking out so far. Yeah, I don't see anything. Nothing along here, nothing. And nothing on the tables. And like I said, there's no rafters to hide anything on because I found that's like a popular hiding spot. Grill's the only thing that's left, maybe around that tree. Oh, there's something in here. That's weird. There's something in here. It's a figure. Yeah, it's a figure. Yeah. What is it? It looks like it may be a Christmas ornament. Like a hook's supposed to go on here for the like to hang it on the tree. And it's a guy with a hiking stick, walking stick, and a basket with a rabbit in it. Other than that, there's no markings. It's just that. Maybe something for Easter, like Easter bunny, because I mean Easter, it's still almost 2 months away, but it is coming up. So that's the only thing that I can think that it could, you know, relate to. Huh. All right. Okay, well, tension was lame. Opossum was cool. Got 1 out of 2. All right, so, yeah, I'm going to take a break here. I know I've only done 2 intents, but I'm kind of by the place where I need to go this afternoon. So, while I'm over here, head over there, get my errands done. And then after that, we'll pick up where we left off and do some intents tonight. See how it goes. So, I'll see you guys shortly. Welcome back. Well, yes, I have returned, as you guys can see. Got all my stuff done a little bit early. We do have a tiny bit of daylight left, so we're going to see if we can't cram in another 3 intents. That's what I'm kind of thinking. All right, let's get back to it. Randonautica is open, and we're going to do... Let's see, what do we want to do tonight? What do we want to start off the night with? Let's do not what we expected. How about that? Set my radius very wide. Very, very wide. And we'll go, far if we need to. But yeah, not what we expected. Running it right now, not what we expected. 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 All right, we got a point. All right. Cool. Yeah, I'm kind of interested to see what this is going to bring us, especially now that we're out at night. Like, things never go right during the night. Unintentionally rhymed. All right, we'll head on out and see what is not that we expected. All right, guys, so we got to go down this super muddy trail here. It is an absolute disaster out here, as you can see. That's what we get when all the snow melts. And yeah, the ground's very crisp though. Like it's starting to freeze up now as the temperature's dropping. I don't think it's below freezing yet. Maybe it is. I'm not sure. So yeah, but our point is right down there. Let me bump up the light. There we go. Point's right down there. Oh, got a new light also, for those of you who may be interested. I got a Nightcore EDC 37. Fantastic little light. I'll show you guys it more at night when I properly can. But yeah, it cycles through, you got your 15, 100, 400, 1500 lumens. But not only that, you can hit it with the 3000 and 8000 lumen mode. So yeah, it's pretty cool. It's supposed to last five hours on 1500 lumen, which my Olight would only last about an hour and a half on 1500. So we shall see how it is. What is this? This isn't the point, but this is something I want to check out. What the it's a well. Monitor well. Okay. I was like, what is that? Weird locked pillar in the middle of the forest. Alright, let's keep walking. Yeah, it's getting cold out now. And I, of course, naturally did not bring a coat. Just a hoodie. Because when I left, I was like, oh, it's warm enough, Why would I possibly even could even comprehend the reason I need a coat when it's this warm out? I just heard something. I mean, I did hear something. I'm hearing all sorts of things, but nothing nefarious, I don't think. All right, if memory serves me correct, actually, I'm not going to rely on memory. I'm going to rely on map. Yeah, okay. So, Yeah, points right up here. Like right around this area. We're almost on top of it. All right, guys. So let's take some bets right now. Do you think we're gonna get some normal stuff, or are we gonna start getting creepy stuff right off the bat? Let me know in the comments, because yeah, it seems like whenever we do Randonautica at night, we immediately start getting creepy stuff. But maybe tonight will be different. It has been a while since we've done Randonautica. But yeah, we're on the point. We are on the point. Dude, this thing heats up so fast. As you can see, like when you pop it on 8,000 lumens, it only allows you to do it for so many time, for such a small amount of time, because it heats up so quick. Doubles as a hand warmer though, which is, you know, a great part about the light. But no, this light's awesome. This is its actual first run out on a video. I've been using it here and there, but yeah, this is the first run that I've actually had it like out. There's something. Yep, we got something. See that weird red thing? What is that? It looks like it's definitely like porcelain or ceramic something. Ow! 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 These are all thorn bushes. I'm getting stabbed in the in the arm, in the shin, in the face. Ah! It's a ceramic bird, and there's a thorn bush on it. It's snow. Ugh. All right, let's walk back. We'll take a look at it by the car. Just because I only have two hands. So yeah, okay, well, I mean, either way, like, that's weird. Why did we just find a ceramic bird? Porcelain bird, whatever it is, clay, I don't know. Some sort of material like that. So yeah, we are off to definitely a bizarre start to the evening. Yeah, I don't know what to make of that. We'll check it out right up here though. And see if we can get any more context to it. All the geese are coming in for the night. If you can't hear them honking up a storm. Look at them all. There's some. There's more. I wonder if I can light them up. Yeah, tons of them. Coming back for the spring. All right. Let's take a look at this thing. So it's a some sort of ceramic bird. It's like, I don't know, something's supposed to go inside it. It's got like vents on the side. Like, maybe it's supposed to be like a potpourri holder or something. Wait, oh, there's writing on the back. There's writing on the back of this thing. What does it say? Bird of... It looks like the writing got partially rubbed off right here. It says bird of, I'm guessing, flight. Bird of maybe plight, night. Plight, night. Bird of plight, take flight. Bird of night, take flight. Yeah, it's got to be one of the two. Either bird of the night, take flight, or bird of plight, take flight. Either way, what's it doing out here? Yeah, what is it doing out here? Like, it was weird. It's like, and it's been out here for a bit, because like it had some snow on it. It was like, yeah, it was chilling. All right, well, great, I guess. First intent of the night of the second of the night session of Randonautica. We got a weird bird thing. All right, let's do another one. Back in the car, doors are locked, heat is on, and yeah, that was weird. Let me see. Hope I got my hand warmers with me. I could really use those right now. Ugh. But yeah, that was a strange one. That was a very, very odd. And yes, I got the hand warmers with me. All right. Night will be a little bit toastier. But yeah, that was bird. I'm gonna assume that it means bird of the night or bird of night take flight. I don't know what. Owl. That's it. Dude, I did not even put that together until I got out my hand warmers, which happened to be shaped as owls. And yeah, I did not think about that. Bird of night, take flight. So owls. Okay, that's not too creepy then, right? Yeah, it's just talking about owls. It's not too creepy. Yeah, huh. I didn't even put that together until I looked at my hand warmers, which are owls. I was like, oh, duh. Bird of, and what are we playing? Randonautica. Mascot is an owl. Like, of course. That makes complete sense. All right. Cool. Let's do another intent. Oh, good. Another voicemail. Hold on. I gotta delete my voicemail. It's all spam calls, but like just seeing like the voicemail icon in the top of the phone, it drives me nuts. I don't know why. I leave notifications on the phone all day long, but as soon as I see that voicemail notification, I don't know. I lose my mind until it's gone. All right. So we just did. I forgot what our intent was, but we just did that one. So, bird of the night, take flight. Let's just do that. Let's do night flight. How about that? Let's try that one. All right, night flight. Night flight. Flight of the night. There we go. Flight of the night. Birds flying in the nighttime. Birds flight of the night. Let's see how that works. All right, we got another point. Yeah, it's starting to get, it's almost 6 o'clock right now. Yeah, we're gonna lose sun quick. All right, where are we at? Where are we at on this one? All right, let's head on out, guys, and see what we get for Flight of the Night. Alright guys, I don't know if you can see this. There is a frickin' doll sitting on this gate. Because I pulled in this area. The point is way back there behind the gate, but there's this doll sitting on the gate, dude. I hear something back there. I don't know what it is, but I definitely hear something back there. Hello? Dude, you gotta be kidding me. Look at this thing. It's holding a box that says open. There's like arrows on the box too, like pointing up. And its face is like all messed up. This is definitely what I was supposed to find, that's for sure. Nothing on the back of it, nothing on its legs. Let's take a look at this thing. Maybe it's, I'm getting in the car, guys. It's probably smarter to get in the car than be out here. At least I can lock myself in. Okay, got the lights on. Let me turn the ISO up so you guys can see what's going on. Alright, so this is what we got. We got this weird doll. And we have found a lot of other things like this that have like these like kind of like a crying black tears weird stuff. And oh, I just broke it. I just broke the doll. Whoops. Oh man, that makes it excessively less creepy. Whoops. Sorry, whoever left this. So it says to open. So, which I'm guessing it's probably open because it's got two arrows on it, one on either side, pointing up. So I'm guessing it's whatever this is. So let's see. Yeah, it's a note. It is a note. And it's got the cult symbol written on the bottom of it. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Okay, it says, this is actually a lengthy note, where night touches land, where calcium becomes ash, where marrow nourishes where we found you, where our secret is, take our hand, we will wait for you there. What does that even mean? Where night touches land, where calcium becomes ash, where marrow nourishes where marrow nourishes, where we found you, where our secret... Dude, there's a car pulling in right now, too. There is literally a car pulling in right now. You guys see this? It's just pulling up behind me. Oh, they're leaving. They're backing up anyways. Yeah, here they come. But yeah, I don't know what they're doing. Yeah, they just pulled in and they left. Oh no, I don't know if it's somebody that has something to do with this or if it's I don't know, somebody looking for some privacy for any sort of nighttime activities. Take your pick. But anyways, where night touches land, where calcium becomes ash, where marrow nourishes, where we found you, where our secret is, take our hand, we will wait for you there. All right. What does that even mean? Where night touches land. Night touches land. I don't know what that means. Horizon. Where calcium becomes ash. Calcium. Calcium is good for your bones, correct? Yes. Bones becoming dust. Are bones made out of calcium, or is calcium just a supplement, or like a good vitamin for your bones? I don't know. Let me know in the comments. I don't know that. Are bones made out of calcium, or is calcium just like, does it just strengthen? It strengthens bones, and it has to be made out of calcium, right? Whatever. So calcium becomes ash, where marrow nourishes. Yeah, so like calcium, bone and marrow. So it's graveyard. It's talking about a graveyard, right? Where night touches land. Night touches land. Yeah, night touches land, like the dead. The dead. So it's a graveyard. Where night touches land, where calcium becomes ash, where marrow nourishes, where we found you. Oh, dude, where... I've been to so many graveyards for like, I've gotten so many intents in graveyards. I literally have no idea. I would be driving around until 12 hours from now if I went to all the graveyards I found. Okay, how about this? Where we found you, where our secret is, take our hand, we will wait for you there. And it's got the... So they want me to come somewhere, and it's a graveyard. What graveyard is near where I am now? There we go. That's probably the one they're at. What graveyard is the one where I am near now? I'm going, dude. I'm going. I'm going for sure. If I can figure out which one it is. What graveyard is by here? There's like no graveyards by here. Nowhere close, at least. I guess it doesn't have to be. That's where it is. Dude, they're referring to the Field of Bones. I'm not far from there. I bet that's it. Dude, I bet you that's it. They want me to go out to the Field of Bones. Sorry, I'm spitting, but it's like something just clicked. Yeah, okay, where night touches land, which that doesn't make any sense to me. Okay, sure. Where calcium becomes dust, or where calcium becomes ash, bones. I bet it's the Field of Bones. It's not far. It's only a few miles from here. We're going. We are going, and yeah. Don't worry, I've got a knife, so I can. Yeah. And I got some pepper spray too, so I can, pepper spray, so I can be like, psst. Don't worry, I got this. Actually, I probably don't, but dude, I gotta hype myself up. I don't know what I'm gonna find out there. All right, let's do it. I'm pulling up right now. Yeah, we just pulled up to the field of bones, dude. And if you guys are unaware of what the field of bones is, it's literally what it sounds like. It is a field filled with bones. Yeah, I found it. Randonautica took me to it like the summer before this one. And yeah, every now and then we get some intense out here. And yeah, it seems like tonight is one of those nights. Dude, I hear an owl back there too. This is super creepy. It's because I know they're like the cult is out there waiting for me. That's the creepiest part, is I know like the cult is back in this forest, or one of the stalkers is back in this forest, literally waiting for me to ascend those stone steps and head back there. Dude, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I can do this now. I was hyping myself up all the way out here. I don't know how to just... Yo, what the dude? You guys aren't gonna believe this. Look at this. It's an envelope. It says Dan on it. 2 of 3. Oh yeah, I almost walked right past this. They put it right here. Like they put the stone up here. Like literally front and center. So I see it. It's thick. It feels thick. I'm not opening this in my car. Absolutely not. A bad feeling about this. I'm gonna open it outside the car. So you guys, I got a good view for you guys. All right, so yeah, I can see something in it. Obviously, it's like, dude, I don't know. This is weird, dude. This is creeping me out. I have no idea what this is. All right, let's open it. There's more than one thing. It's not like it's just one piece of paper in there. Or maybe it is. Oh, what the dude? Yo! Dude, it's covered with fucking powder. Dude, the fucking note is covered with powder. Bro, what the f... Literally, I took that thing out. I thought I was cutting it. And I saw like this white substance. I'm like, oh, it's the envelope, but it's just... Dude, that thing was covered in some sort of substance. I don't smell anything. Oh, what the f... I'm not touching that. What does it say? Hello, this has nothing to do with tarot. Stop it. Also, this has been brushed in a rare hallucinogenic powder. You've held this long enough without gloves or mask to absorb it. Enjoy the ride. See it, dude, it's literally on my hoodie. Well, I don't feel anything, thankfully. Trying to kick some. Dude, I don't know what to do. Dude, I don't know what to do. Now I'm freaking out. Now, dude, now I'm getting lightheaded, and I don't know if if it's me, like a placebo, or like it's something on that. I gotta call the cops. Yeah, I gotta call the cops. That's literally all there is to it. Dude, yeah, I gotta call the cops. I can't drive in case I gotta take this like this is real. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they're not just messing with me right now. Like, I just inhaled something nasty. Because I won't be driving and something kicks in and I crash. So I gotta call the cops. Paramedics. Good thing I have good insurance. Dude. Well, this is what it looks like right now. Cops just got here, and they're sitting in their car waiting for narcotics and an ambulance. Great. This is what I wanted. Alright guys, I will check back in once this was all done with. Alright. That didn't take as long as I thought. Don't get me wrong, it certainly wasn't quick. It is still about an hour and a half later. But, yeah, it didn't take as long as I thought. So what happened after I called, or right after I started recording, like not too long after the first officer arrived. He pulled up, he got out, he's like, hey, where's the substance at? I pointed, like, it was on the ground. I'm like, it's there's the envelope, it's right there. He's like, okay, don't touch it or anything. And he, like, step away from it, because I was still, like, standing right there. He's like, step away. And he's like, how are you feeling? Like, do you have any, like, signs? And I was like, I feel a little lightheaded, but I don't know if, that's like a placebo effect, or like, like I think something's going wrong with me because I just opened a envelope full of white powder, or something's wrong. And he opened my eye and or my eyes, and like took his like a flashlight out, which wasn't a little flashlight. It sucked. And like shine his flashlight. He's like, no, your pupils are dilating just fine. Usually, if you have something like, especially psychotropic, your pupils will be dilating very odd. So I can't make a call, but once medical gets here, we'll clear you. But I think you're fine. So he shined his light in my eyes. He had me do like a couple like counting things, a couple like memory, like weird memory things, like all right, I'm gonna say these 4 states, then you have to repeat them to me, the second and third, then the first and fourth, in that order. I'm like, okay. We did a few things. Like, it is really weird. And he's like, don't worry, I have like Narcan, so if anything happens, I'm good to go. I'm like, yeah, I'm really, like, thanks. I'm glad you have Narcan, but thanks. That does not put my mind at ease. Oh, man. And so he gets back in the car. He's like, just stand back by the back of your vehicle. And that's when I filmed that last clip. So not too long after narcotics pulls up, I think it was narcotics, whoever, the big SUV, they were driving like an Expedition. They get out and they're like, hey, like what, like, where's it at? Like, you know, asking me the same questions. And I point to them. And this dude gets on like this, I don't know what type of mask it was, this crazy looking mask. There's two guys. The one gets on this crazy looking mask, and then the other dude like has this like pole. Like it looks like one of those things like you reach in the cupboards with and like grab things like out of the cupboard like old people would do, like you go up there and grab it. But it was like industrial. And the one like they're like working together to like pick this thing up with the claw and put it in a bag. And then they popped open the trunk of the Expedition. They took the bag back there, and I didn't see what they did. Like, I heard it like go into something, and yeah. Then the ambulance pulled up, and they're like, all right, sit here. I sat down, and they did the whole like flashlight in the eye. They checked my breathing. They're like, how are you feeling? And now at this point, like, I wasn't like high anymore. I felt fine. Like, I feel like right now, like I felt like I did early in the day, like, you know, I'm fine. And like, well, we hear like you're having trouble breathing. I'm like, no, I have a cold. Like, like, no, it's I don't think it's that. It's like I have a cold. And yeah, it was a whole mess. And then came the really fun part, and the first cop came over, and now another one had pulled up after that. So they come over, and they're like, so explain to us what happened. And I'm like, oh boy, here we go. Here we go. So then I have to explain the whole Randonautica thing, and that I'm making videos, and thankfully they were really cool. Like, Max and I had to deal with some law enforcement interactions before, and usually, like, right when you say the word YouTube, you see this switch like click off, like, oh yeah, okay, they're doing it for views, you know, whatever. Like, you know, and they don't take us seriously. But like these guys, like I told them everything, like straight up how it is. Like, I'm doing Randonautica, I'm doing YouTube, and they seemed anyways to take me seriously. And like, okay, like, so you have like stalkers, and I was like, I had to explain that whole thing, and I showed them the doll from earlier tonight, and I was like, yeah, I got this. It told me, like, and it said what I tried to remember, or yeah, I tried to remember what as best as I could what it said on the note, which I could have just checked the camera. I didn't even think about checking the camera. I mean, I showed them the camera, but only like when I pulled up, when I was filming, and like when I opened it. You know, I didn't show them, like, I wasn't thinking about that. Like, just show them the part where I found the doll or anything like that. I just showed, like, they just wanted to, like, hey, you know, can you show us this part when you pulled up and received this letter? So, yeah. So, medical was like, well, if you're not having any symptoms, like, I forgot what the wording was. It was like a really fancy way of saying, like, you don't have to go to the hospital if you don't want to, but they didn't say it like that. It was, I forget the words they used, but that's essentially what they said. Like, you know, like, you seem fine, you look fine, like your heart's fine, like everything seems normal. These things can take a while to kick in, but usually, like, you know, it's the time that's lapsed has been about 25 minutes. You know, like powders and things that are aerially transmitted usually kick in very quickly. So either, you didn't get enough in your system or whatever. So, so I'm trying to rush through this, guys, because I know, like, the longer I wait to tell, like, this, like, the more I'm going to forget. So I'm trying to, like, that's why I'm talking fast and trying to rush through this. So I'm talking to medical, and then that's when the narcotics guys come back, and they have the note in their hand, which makes me feel an extreme, breathe an extreme sigh of relief. They have the note in their hand, and, they don't have the mask on anymore, nothing. And they're like, hey, you're good. Like, this, we ran it through, what was the abbreviation? It's some machine they said they had. I forget the abbreviation. But they ran it through this machine, and it had calcium powder on it. They said that's what came off of the note, was calcium powder. And that's when I remembered. Oh, actually, not right then, but that, like, later on, I put that together. Like, what it said on the doll's note was, like, where calcium turns to ash. And then we find calcium powder on the note. So after that, after they say, like, okay, there's calcium powder, like, you're not in any danger, like, yeah, there's a large concentration of powder on the note, but that's, that's what it is. That's the machine told us, it's accurate. We know it's that because I guess people like to cut drugs with it. They said people like to cut drugs with it, and that's, like, one of the things they use as a prop for people doing drugs in movies is calcium, I guess. I don't know. Calcium, then they said, like, vitamin E or vitamin D or something. I don't know. But yeah, so they relayed that information to the medics. The medics were like, okay, like, sounds like you're good. Still, like, if you want to come to the hospital, for observation, like, we can take you. And I'm like, no, no, I have good insurance. I don't have that good of insurance. So I'm like, no, that's okay. Like, if anything changes, I will, I will definitely head there straight away. And they did a bunch of paperwork. They took the notes, and I have to send them the video of the night. But yeah. Yep. That is what happened. What a evening. Anyways, I'm not going to end it here, but I am going to make about 5 phone calls. So I'm going to cut it. And I need some time to relax. Like, these guys left like 5 minutes ago, and I texted a few people. But yeah. Or 5 minutes before I started filming. So I need some time to relax. I got to call some people. I'm going to calm down, and then we'll chat. Okay. My spirits are much higher. My stress is much lower, and my heart rate has normalized. I think I'm doing all right. But man, as I said, what a night, dude. What a night. I am heading home. And, yeah, I'm gonna forget about this one, dude. This was wild. I've never had anything like this happen. But the thing is, here's the thing that I kind of find odd. Not odd, but I noticed now that I've had some time to process it and think about it and start thinking things through. In that note that I read, I'm going to have to go back and read it on video, but in that note that I read, that note that I got, it said This has nothing to do with tarot. Stop it. So here's the thing: is a couple subscribers. I want to give a big shout out to them. Karl and Rowan, 2 great subscribers. They were coming up with a theory. They thought that, and they noticed some signs that everything I was finding had some sort of connection to tarot cards, which I don't know anything about them. So I was going off what they said. But yeah, they were like, oh yeah, this is like, and they explained to me, it made sense. They're like, okay, this has to do with this and this card. Like, you need to go here next, because we think if it's following these cards, this is where, like, this is going to happen. And I'm like, oh, okay. Like, and, because they were saying, like, you need to go to a graveyard, and I was going to do that on the next video after this, which I still might. But then that note that I got said, this has nothing to do with tarot. Stop it. Here's the thing. Here's the thing that concerns me. And I'm not surprised by it, but how would they know that? I've mentioned tarot on the video, like the connection with tarot in this. I've mentioned it on the videos very rarely. I might have mentioned it once or twice in passing in the past few Randonauticas. I've never gone into depth about it. So why are these people so aggressive that they send me a note saying, like, hey, this has nothing to do with tarot? Like, it feels like they were, like, personally insulted by that. You know what I mean? Like, for them to send something like that, like, we're insulted, now we're going to teach you a lesson. So, I don't know. I think it seems like they are obviously closer to me than I think. Or not, maybe not like people that I know, but like people who watch the channel. They're in tune with the channel. So, I don't know, I got some thinking to do on that. Well, I'm happy that I wasn't poisoned tonight. That was a relief. But no, that was scary. I don't know when I'm gonna. I don't think I'm gonna do Randonautica at night ever again. It's like this stuff always happens when it's nighttime out. But yeah. All right, guys. I'm going to wrap this up and head home. I'm going to have a big dinner. I'm going to relax. This was a very stressful evening. Yeah, let me know your theories in the comment section, guys. Let me know if you think it's somebody that might be close to the channel or what. And I'll do some thinking as well. Man, dude, that's a wild one. All right, guys. Thanks again for all you do, and thanks for being here. I appreciate you guys. All right. Big shout out to our patrons and our YouTube channel members. Thank you for making tonight's video possible. Guys, thank you for being here. Unless you're the stalker, then no thanks to you. Also, I just had another thought, and I want to get this on camera before I shut it off. I'm just kind of like talking, like just spitting out ideas here, but I had another thought that what if I need to pay attention, because what if they're sending me this stuff, like stuff they know I'm gonna have to call like the cops for, or like medical or something, I'm gonna have, or like report something. So I start looking like the boy who cried wolf. You know what I mean? Like I'm always like, oh hey, like hey. So then nobody believes me. Nobody takes me seriously. They think I'm just like out, you know, filming this stuff for fun. Because when Max and I were doing Randonautica, we had a theory that's what Mr. Slippery was doing. Was trying to get us to call the cops as much as possible so they took us less seriously. And I'm wondering if that's what's going on now. I don't know. All right, guys, have a good night or day wherever you're at. Thank you, dude. Thank you, dude. Thank you, guys, so much for being here. I'll see you. I'm not going to say very soon. I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.